My name is Barbara Sapp. I live here in Lakeland, Florida, and I rely on my wheelchair and the transportation to get about. The sidewalks are really pitiful on certain sides of the road. They have a lot of cracks in them and divots, and the grade of them is off quite a bit, and it's kind of really steep. My chair wants to tilt. It wants to tilt over. Sometimes people have the A-frames out there with their signs on them. There's plants that are kind of hanging over that you run into and it slaps you in the face. Sometimes the ones that have the potted plants sometimes have them pulled out a little bit too much, and it's different things to get around. And sometimes it's the pole right where it meets the sidewalk and there's debris all there or overgrowth, and you need to go around to the right, but then it's kind of clogged up with sand, and I'm afraid to go to the left because it's really too close to the sidewalk, and I'm a little skeptical of it. I have had an incident just getting off the city bus, and as I was going down, I got stuck. And I tried to go forward, I couldn't. I tried to go backwards, I couldn't. And about that time, cars were wanting to turn in, and they were trying to be really nice to let me go. But I was so embarrassed, I was just waving them by and just had to keep sitting there and rock it until I got out of it. But I had a lot of difficulties like that. First, I would like to see the sidewalks improved. I think they could stand to be made a little wider. And I definitely would like to see on South Florida where they have the flashing lights every so often, or even a grade so you can pass through instead of having to roll a half a mile down the road or a couple blocks to get to where you can cross up and make the run all the way back. Before, we had quite a bit of bus stops, and it was a lot of important spots that a lot of us used. I would like for them to put the bus stop back on the opposite side of Walgreens. Even if that's the last stop, that would be very important. They eliminated some of the bus stop areas. Not only that, the seats. There's no cover, so when it rains, you're totally wet, and that's not good for the power chairs. I think they really need to consider the handicapped people and the other people. That's their only transportation. That's the only route they have to take. And a minute, 3 minutes, I know it seems like a lot for others, but that's a lifetime to us.